such a cool experience, you guys. I got studio serenaded. And thank you, Benny. My friend Benny came and played his guitar while I was painting. I love music, you guys. It is my world. So to get live music while I was painting, I've never experienced anything like it. It was pure joy. So thank you, Benny. Thank you to my supporters, Allison and Linda, and to all of you who help me bring more art videos to you. And there is a link to the PayPal in my description box below if you'd like to be a patron of the arts. You can also visit my shop with paintings and prints updated regularly at heathermaderart.com. And like I said, you guys, this was a cool experience. I had so much fun and it was so energetic, and there was so, I can't explain how awesome it was to have that live music playing, especially for someone like me who I just live for music. It's part of my soul, you know? So it was such a cool experience, and you really get to see in the painting what happened. The first thing I wanted to show you was, oh my gosh, the cup. After I had loaded all of the colors into there, the cup was so pretty, y'all. So gorgeous. This is the biggest canvas I've ever done. It is a 20 by 24. So I know those of you who are working on big canvases, this doesn't seem like much, but for me, this is certainly one of the biggest canvases I've ever done, and it was really fun. Although the reason I haven't done it is because, see, my table is not quite that big, so I had paint dripping down the front of me, the front of the table, down into my feet. So that definitely sucked. So what I do here, you guys, is I put a ring, and this is the cloud mix. So if you don't know what it is, Melly D started the cloud mix, and it's basically Artist Loft white with satin enamel. I do 50-50 blend, but you can mix it any way that you want. A little bit of the Liquitex pouring medium in there, and then a little tiny bit of water depending on what kind of effect you want. So I just decided I was going to pour like a ring around and then do a straight pour, wandering basically into the white. So basically what it's doing, it's pushing itself under the white and splitting the white a little bit. And I can't wait to show you some of the amazing effects that happened as those darker purple and violets went down into the white. So mind-boggling. And I saw some effects in there. I'm like, ooh, I got to figure out how to recreate that again, where I can save some of those. Here's an example. Look at how gorgeous up close. Isn't it pretty? Look at all those effects. And then I decided I want a dark center, so I put Paynes gray and black into a little cup, and I just pour that straight in the center like that. And it's gonna add some depth in there. Now, there's a paint called Mysterious, and they don't make it. In fact, it's been discontinued by Michaels. But guess who sent me some Mysterious? Karen Dershin with Waterfall Acrylics. I got this beautiful little surprise box with a couple bottles of Mysterious in it. And so the next paint you're gonna see that in that cup is that pretty Mysterious. Thank you so much, Karen, for your support. I feel really blessed the way that so many artists have supported me, and I continue to support them. So thank you, Karen. Waterfall Acrylics. If you haven't seen her channel, which I can't believe you haven't, but if you haven't, head over to her channel. The link will be in my description box. She's an awesome artist, and That mysterious is really special. It's like it has two different colors of mica in it, and I was looking at it really close under the light. It's almost like it's a blue with a green mica flake, a blue mica flake, and maybe even a black or something. But look at some of these effects, you guys. This is just from pouring the paint over that white ring. Look at the feathering right there. How the white just feathers into the violet and all the purple, the Paynes gray. It just made the prettiest effects, and that little rose, dusty rose pink color that I made. It's kind of out of my normal color palette, but look at that, you guys. Is that not so amazing? So I have no idea what's happening, but I have to tell you, having the music in the background, it was like a spiritual experience for me, and that's the best thing I can say, because I was listening to him sing, and these are all original songs that he had written, and I was listening to him sing and play, and it was like my mind was lost in, I was thinking about the poetry of the music, what he was trying to get across, you know, with the words that he chose, and what feeling the music had, and the story that he was trying to tell with his song. And while I was doing this, I just felt very removed from the actual painting process. It was really strange. It was, I mean, of course, I was there, but almost not there in a way. And through doing that, I had a complete and total disconnect from the outcome of this painting. Like, I almost didn't even care if it turned out. I mean, I just felt in a state of flow and joy, and blessings for my friends, and for all the support that I've gotten in my life lately. Just, man, I've been going through it for months, and I just, in this moment, felt, I don't know, just open to the flow of life and universal joy, I guess, is the best thing I can say. And the cool part about it, I mean, I do this a lot when I paint anyway, but having like something like that where another person is creating by having their own energy in the room too, it was really, really awesome, and unlike any experience I've ever had before. So I've almost been thinking that I should do a live painting with you guys and invite my friends over. I have a lot of musician friends. I used to play music a lot, and inviting them over to just play while I paint. And I don't know if that's something that you guys might be interested in. You should leave a comment in the description box. In the comment section, because I've been thinking maybe this would be really fun and different and unique, and then also, you know, of course, I could do a live painting as well, and you could see one of my creations from start to finish without any of the editing process. So yeah, you can see what's happening. I did decide, I want to break out the balloon because I really wanted to bring some composition into the piece, and at the same time, I don't know. It was a weird, I don't know. I hardly even remember painting this, if you want to know the truth. It's almost like right now I'm watching this part for the first time. I remember wanting to do something really soft. So you can see that my balloon rolls this time using a very gentle sort of touch. And I am not pressing hard at all. In fact, in some ways, I'm just kind of dragging it across the top layer of paint. And I'm not doing multiple rolls over the same place, which picks up more and more paint, which I will often do. And in this one, I'm just doing some really like gentle and soft flowing movements. Now, one thing I know for sure is that the paint is going to dry darker, and I'm actually excited about that, and I planned for it. So even though I mix these colors thinking, you know, this is going to be a really wild looking painting, I know that that mysterious is going to dry dark, and it's very mysterious looking. And don't laugh because I'm choosing to use the word mysterious, but it does. It has a beautiful color to it, and I love the way it dries. And then I thought it would be a pretty contrast. And the black, look, I'm doing some quick little balloon flicks there. Just trying to get, I was thinking, oh, I'd like some little tendrils to come off of those into the blue. That's me trying to figure, I mean, there's just paint right now, you guys, just dripping down the front of my legs. Down the front of me, down the front to the table, and onto my legs and feet. So that's called getting into your art. So what you see right here is, let me go in closer. I basically put some of the high flow, golden high flow into a little cup, and I'm using a pipette to pipe it into the painting. Now, my hope is that it'll make little dendrites, but because I didn't practice this base layer, it may not, and I find that it often won't dendrite if the base layer is either too thick or if it's a metallic, especially if it's a metallic that's too thick, which is, I'm pretty sure, what I'm dealing with here in this painting. Mysterious, I made it pretty thick. And so I'm not sure if it's going to dendrite or not, but what I do know is because it's that high flow, it's going to be really super shiny when it dries, so I'm pretty excited. Look at that piece, you guys. Look at all the energy in there. It's just, man, it's just teeming with energy. I feel so much when I look at it. Like, it's kind of a busy piece, but it's not, also because of that negative space there that I left. There's a lot going on in this painting, you guys, and I just felt it had a lot to do also with how I've been feeling this weekend and what I've been going through. I feel like I'm just going through some sort of awakening or transition period in my life. Well, I'm definitely going through a transition, and then this weekend was just really an awakening for me. It's just time to move forward, you know. We get caught up in our, meaning me, I guess, in my emotional life, and I've had so much turmoil and going on for so long, and I don't know, in this moment of painting and just experiencing joy, I thought, it's just time. It's time for me to just accept whatever's happening and move forward and find joy and peace again within myself. I just have to. And so I see a lot of that reflected in this painting. There's so much beauty and so much emotion. And It's kind of wild, but very controlled. Yeah. I want to show you the rest of this, and I'm going to let Benny's guitar take us out. Thanks for watching, you guys. Mysterious. Pretty. My back hurts so bad. Oh.